in Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Play action. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Jones throw complete there to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. On 1st down, White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. Rolling to his right. He's to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, 24 yards. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jalen Waddle. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Waddle now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. Wonder what he did with it.
Tua now on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Patriots.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result. And
a big play resulted right there. Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and he stopped immediately there. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
To his throw here, taken in by Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. Well,
that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he's brought down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Tua. He's got long over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins! Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. It's
a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams...
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Hunter Long, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Michel, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A chance for Waddle on the return. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. A touchdown pass there for Zach Wilson. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devin Funchess, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as the 29. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami set to take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 27, Tua buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Long here.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Tua now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Now pause after this play because Tua Tagovailoa, who has had some injury concerns in his past, as we know, is down on the field and slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. On
2nd down now. Michel had some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big play there for the Patriots.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Newton to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
To throw, Brissett. He's got Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zoom there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Brissett. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing, Brissett. It's complete to Fuller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Brissett. Under pressure. pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Brissett sets to throw it.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brissett. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Cam's throw taken in by Bourne. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Running out of the gun with White. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On second down, here's Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England's offense set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton. That's caught left side. Myers with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Newton able to get this to his running back, White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Throwing is Newton. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Newton's throw there complete to Myers.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
With that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
He's got long. His tight end complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second down and 3.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another